Chapter 2-5 The Curse of the Black Lotus. The moon hung low in the night sky, its pale light casting eerie shadows over the devastated village of Hiryu. Kuro Orochi had emerged victorious from their battle with Kajuro and the other Black Lotus members. However, the enigmatic Shogun Shigo and his sinister entourage had slipped away into the darkness, leaving only an ominous feeling in their wake. With the threat temporarily abated, Kuro cautiously ventured deeper into the village, guided by a lantern-lit path. The once thriving settlement was now a ghostly reminder of its former self, with shattered buildings and abandoned homes. As he explored the desolate streets, he noticed a flickering light emanating from a modest wooden hut at the center of the village. The light beckoned him like a guiding star, and they approached the humble dwelling. Inside the hut, he found an elderly man seated on a tatami mat. He wore simple robes and had a long white beard that cascaded down to his chest. The wrinkles on his face told a story of wisdom and age, and his eyes held a profound depth. The man, known as Oji-san, was the village elder, the keeper of Hiryu's history and secrets. He welcomed the weary traveler with a warm smile, though his eyes held a trace of sorrow. "I have been waiting for you," Oji-san said, his voice as gentle as the wind rustling through the trees. "I knew that someday a brave soul would come seeking answers." Kuro Orochi glanced, intrigued by the elder's words. "Answers to what?" Kuro Orochi inquired. "To the mysteries that shroud this land and the curse that plagues it," Oji-san replied. "But first let me share with you the tale of Shigo, the cursed shogun, and the dark history of the Black Lotus." Kuro settled around Oji-san, his heart heavy with anticipation as he began his story. "In ancient times, long before our village of Hiryu was but a humble settlement, a powerful and ambitious shogun ruled over these lands. His name was Shigo, and he possessed unmatched skills in the arts of war and sorcery. Under his rule, the region flourished and prosperity reigned. But Shigo's thirst for power knew no bounds. In his relentless pursuit of dominion, he delved into forbidden rituals and dark magic. It was then that he made a pact with malevolent forces, binding himself to a cursed existence that would span centuries. Shigo became the leader of the Black Lotus, a group of warriors and sorcerers who had forsaken their humanity in exchange for power beyond imagination. The Black Lotus carried out his dark will, spreading fear and chaos across the land. As Shigo's reign continued, he grew more ruthless and crueler. Villages were razed, innocent lives were lost, and a shadow of despair fell upon the land. It was during this dark era that a group of brave warriors rose to challenge Shigo and the Black Lotus, seeking to end their tyranny. One of these warriors was a samurai named Tetsuya, whose unwavering resolve and sense of justice led him to confront Shigo in a climactic battle. The battle raged on for days, but in the end, Tetsuya managed to weaken Shigo's cursed powers, trapping him in a state of eternal torment. Yet the curse endured, and Shigo's malevolent spirit lived on, biding its time, waiting for an opportunity to rise once more. The Black Lotus continued to carry out his dark will, its members cursed to serve for all eternity. As Oji-san's tale unfolded, Kuro Orochi listened intently, his heart heavy with the weight of the history that had shaped their world. The curse of Shigo and the sinister legacy of the Black Lotus hung like a dark cloud over their quest. "But there is hope," Oji-san continued, his voice filled with determination. "You, Kuro Orochi, possess the bloodline of a serpent, a lineage tied to ancient magic. It is said that only one with the power of the serpent can truly confront Shigo and break the curse of the Black Lotus." Kuro Orochi's eyes blazed with renewed resolve, his destiny clearer than ever. The quest for the sacred scrolls of the Orochi had taken on a new significance. He was no longer fighting only for his village and loved ones, but for the very fate of their world. As the night deepened and the moon cast its silver glow, Kuro Orochi knew that his journey had only just begun. They were the last hope against the curse of the Black Lotus, and they would stop at nothing to break its grip on the land. The path ahead would be perilous, but Kuro was armed with the knowledge of their history and the strength of his bloodline. With Oji-san information as his guide, and the memory of his tale as his compass, he set his sights on the sacred scrolls that held the key to their destiny.